In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. Conditioning of the mind is a technique. It is a very interesting technique. Why is it something so interesting? It is something extremely beneficial. How? All of us have certain shortcomings. Dearth of this thing and dearth of that thing. Unavailability of this thing and unavailability of that thing. All of us, all of us, all of us. And due to this unavailability of certain needed items, our performance suffers a lot. It goes down drastically. It gets affected negatively. And once our performance is not that good, the results are not going to be that good at all. Sometimes when our even when our performance is good enough, our input is good enough, our working is good enough, yet the results does not come that good. But in a case like this one, when we are disoriented, once we don't feel complete, once we are incomplete, once there is a very visible and noticeable dearth, lacking of certain things, how come can we perform better? How come can we reap the good results? Not possible. I am saying not possible. So, the conditioning of the mind is a technique which makes the good results possible despite the unavailability of certain things, despite the lacking of certain items. It makes the good performance possible and quite possible. And our what is our work? What is our part of the work? What is my duty and that of yours? Just one thing, to perform better, to perform good. Now we can perform good, we can perform better. And despite the unavailability of certain things, we can perform better. We will be one of the good performers out of all those people who lacked certain items. Even sometimes our performance will be better. Our performance will be better than those people who are having all the things. Now let's come to the conditioning of mind technique. This technique says that although you are not having certain needed necessary items, yet tell your mind, communicate it to your mind, communicate it to yourself that you are having it. Never tell yourself that you are lacking it, that this thing is unavailable, that this thing is lacking. Never ever tell this thing to yourself. I shall like to put forward an example. This example of mine will make us very will make it very easy to understand what I am trying to communicate. How? Suppose you visit someone else. Now this someone else was having a very good drawing room, having all the items which are meant for the entertainment of the visitor. The dining table was having almost all the necessary things. Yet, yet, the person, the one who is the host, was not confident enough. Was not confident enough. Why? Because maybe one thing was lacking, and this one thing which lacked, and even the guest could not realize, it was not easy for the guest to understand. Yet, because it was whirling inside the mind of the host, so that the host was not confident at all, and his mind, his attention remained stuck towards something which was lacking. So that is why the host was not confident at all. He could not communicate, he could not talk well, and he was seeming somewhat a little bit of nervous. A bit of nervousness was visible upon his face. Now, this is one thing. Although he was having several things, and now you have visited another person the next day. Now this person was lacking certain several things, and these several things were even visible, were even noticeable. But the host was confident. He was talking very confidently, and he did not allow your mind to switch over to the items which were not available over there. So why? Because this person was actually has conditioned one's own mind not upon what was lacking, rather upon what was present. And not only this thing, rather this person was telling himself again and again that I am possessing all what is needed, I am possessing all that what is needed, I am carrying all what is there, what is necessary, and I am carrying all this, and nothing is lacking, I am complete. Now, if at all somebody, either someone else or me or you, if at all we are communicating this thing that I am having all, despite the fact that we are lacking certain things, but our communication with ourselves goes like this one, that I am having all what is needed, what is necessary. Now, in a case like this one, what is going to happen? We will become confident enough. What is going to happen? That our body language will reflect the confidence, our body language will reflect that there is everything else and all the things are available and nothing is lacking. So I think so this is the conditioning of the mind which we need to understand. This is the conditioning of the mind which we need to understand. Conditioning of the mind gives us plenty of confidence, and it makes us very strong, and it helps us a lot in performing better. Now let's switch over. If at all you are riding a vehicle which is not luxury, which is not comfortable, but you are communicating yourself that this vehicle is very comfortable. If at all the food on the table is a very simplest one, is a very simple one, it is barely the staple food, but you are communicating to yourself that I am possessing all what is needed, I possess all what was necessary. I think it is the conditioning of the mind matters a lot. Try it. But one thing which must be kept in the mind, that one thing is that communicate with yourself, communicate with your mind in such a manner that it gets convinced. Do not communicate it in a weak manner. Always communicate it in a very strong emotional manner so that it gets convinced. Thank you.